Right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay, so John and I went out and did the Recce ride for the Mystic Monkeys ride coming up on Sunday, and our findings were that this is going to be a good one. There's a variation of different road conditions. To start with, wonderful open roads, a light dusting of sand, which obviously translates into dust.
Would have been nice if you slowed down into it.
Now, on the early stretches of the ride, there's some spots where there's some trees casting shadows over the road. Difficult to determine the conditions. A little bit sandy, but doesn't seem to be anything threatening. As you can see, we will most likely encounter some traffic, so please be careful. There are going to be bends like this one, where you will not see whether there is traffic coming from the other side. I have personal experience in riding into vehicles coming around bends. They may be misbehaving. It's not just us, so please be careful.
Why'd you stop in the middle of it?
Now, of course, we did come across one or two patches where there is thick sand, this being the biggest of the lot. Of course, we had to ride up and down and play around in it a little bit so that John could take some photographs. Now, John was in charge of the camera and all he had to do was take some photographs. Unfortunately, his timing was a little poor, and as you could see on the posting on the forum, all he got was a photograph of my butt.
What were you saying?
Give me a rooster here.
Okay.
I want to get a picture of it.
Step back, here it comes. I'm going to roost onto your bike.
Now, this could be a nice place for us to practice a bit of elephant turns or slide turns if you like. I don't know, I haven't got it right yet. However, as usual, all parties come to an end. We have to move on, we've got a job to do. And of course, if you're using a camera on this ride, once again, I think I mentioned it's going to be dusty. Keep the lens clean.
What a perfect name. Onverwacht sand.
And so with this handshake from John, he secured permission for us to go and play in their sandpit at the sand mine.
Come on, doggy. Hey, rechts toe. Rechts toe. Rechts toe. Rechts toe.
And so here is the playground that John has arranged for us for Sunday, and he's promised us a half an hour's worth of free play.
And now that I'm here, I do remember this pit.
Just hope he's not going to skip you.
Dag sê, hoe gaan dit?
Saam met haar gesels. Ons kom in 2 weke van nou af. Ons wil 'n bietjie hierso speel met die bikes. Sy het gesê ons kan.
Is dit reg?
And after John's GPS misled him once again, John finally found us this twin track that we've ridden on many other rides before. It should look familiar to club riders that have ridden with the club for a while now. A little bit of sand, a river crossing that I've never seen dry before, and lots of fun to be added to the day. Now, as I'm going through the sand, John isn't exactly riding in a straight line. So whatever line he cuts, I have to ride through. And I imagine that on Sunday, with a lot more riders going through here, I'll probably have more to deal with, being the sweep. John, please ride in a straight line on Sunday.
That was fun.
It's quite squirrely.
Eh?
After this, there's some wonderful dirt highway where one can probably get up to some lovely speeds, but some blind turns. Then we hit some twin trek, which comes after a long stretch of tar with these little depressions in the road that are very, very dusty with a light dust. And as you can see, you kind of have to wait for the dust to clear so you can actually see what you're riding through. And after that long stretch of tar, John decided it would be a good time to stop and engage in some conversation and perhaps test my wit. I was unprepared.
That's a long tar stretch.
It is a very long tar stretch. What are you doing?
But actually the fun part, we must decide if we want to do the return route, because that's through the nature reserve and stuff, with the giraffes, and a lot of it's tar, but a lot of it's dirt.
What's a giraffe?
A giraffe, it's a thing with a long neck.
You said you're a chop.
Sure. That's lucky. And the horseshoe came. Have you never heard of a giraffe?
No, I've never heard, John, of a giraffe.
Never.
But I don't get out.
And so on to some more tweespoor, which there's a lot of this, and it's a lot of fun. And then after that, we'll get some mud.
What? So it's hard underneath.
Right?
It's hard underneath.
Is it?
Yeah.
And with this simple gesture, I got John to demonstrate for us the most difficult, or apparently most difficult, spot of mud to ride through. And as with what happened to me, he also had an involuntary deployment of the landing gear. After this, there's a lot of twin track, or tweespoor as we know it, all the way to the finish. And after we've done this ride, you will thank your lucky stars first of all that you made it, and you will probably kiss the tar. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be one of the better rides. It's a very long ride, so be prepared to be covered in dust and to be thirsty and hungry at the end. As usual, I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you have as much fun watching it. Thanks for watching. Let's enjoy the ride on Sunday.